Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, She Plans, She Budgets. In today's video, we're going to do my March's month budget closeout, so let's get started. All right, as you can see, this is my monthly calendar. I'm just going to go ahead and move my expense tracker legend out the way. So this is my calendar spread for the month of March. I did have to make two changes on here since my last video. One, I had to remove the no spend sticker from the 31st because I did not cook dinner that night. Instead, I did make a purchase with Grubhub for $35.34. And then secondly, I was charged an international fee for the leggings that I purchased recently. Instead of the $59.95, I had to add $1.80, which made the total $61.75. So those two changes are reflected in my weekly check-in spread, and I'm going to go ahead and flip you over to that page now. All right, so here we are, the week 5 section. Again, with me buying dinner that night, that did put my personal spending over budget by $1.74. And then with adding the international fee that came from my bank, that put my overall unbudgeted expenses to $459.07. And now we just go ahead and close out my budget for the month of March. All right, so starting with my income, it did change just a little bit. We're going to take a look at paychecks 1 and 2 to see what my actual income amounts were, as well as what my actual expenses were for fixed and variable, so that we can calculate my monthly budget breakdown to see what truly took place for the month of March. So taking a quick glance at paycheck number 1, and as you know, the videos for paycheck 1 and 2 results are linked down below in case anyone is interested. But anyway, so looking at paycheck number 1, this is what I actually got out of my paycheck. This was the actual amount for my rollover cash envelopes from the month of February. And then these are the expenses that was taken care of with this paycheck, along with the debt snowball payment amount. Similarly to paycheck number 2, these are the incomes that I received. I did get 3 refund checks during this pay period, and I was able to pay all of my fixed expenses as well as variable expenses, including I paid off my iPhone 11 device. And I also had money to make another debt snowball payment. So with all of this in mind, I'm going to go ahead and fill in the actuals in the monthly budget spread. So again, starting with my income, for both paycheck 1 and 2, I did receive an actual of $21.95 with 86 cents. So times that by 2, my take-home pay for the month of March was $4,391 with 72 cents. And that gave me a positive difference of $91.72. For my state tax return, I was expecting that, and I did get that exact amount of $328, so there was no change there. For my previous mortgage insurance refund, this mortgage insurance with my previous lender prior to me refinancing was $52.80 a month. And then the day that I refinanced, like closed on my home, is when that money was paid out for my previous lender. So since they paid it out the same day that I closed on a refinance, they refunded me the $52.80. And the mortgage insurance is whenever you pay less than a 20% down payment on your home. So this was an extra $52.80 that I was not expecting, but I was so happy to receive. For February's cash envelope leftover money, that was a total of $244. So positive $244. And then last but not least, I had finally received my utilities credit that I was waiting for since January of $110.26. I received that extra money because I am on an equal payment plan with my utility company, and that's basically where they give you a fixed amount that you pay all year long, regardless of what your bill is. If you pay too little, you owe them a bill at the end of your year. If you pay too much, they refund you, and I paid too much, so they gave me a refund. So getting my income in total, so that's $43.91.72 plus $328 plus $52.80 plus $244 plus $110.26 gave me a total of $5,126.78 to work with for the month of March. Subtracting that from my expected of $46.28, that means I had an extra $498.78 this month. And I did put it to good use. So as we've seen with Paycheck's 1 and 2 results, my fixed expenses did all come in at the same exact amount. So my total fixed expense was $987.32. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down the income and fixed expense amounts down here in the actual column. So income again, $5,126.78. Fixed expenses was $987.32. All right, now for my variable. For that, we're going to just look at my weekly check-in page real quick. So if you've seen my last video where I did the weekly check-ins for weeks 3, 4, and 5, then you know I did have some leftover money in my cash envelopes, which are gasoline, groceries, and laundry. And what I decided to do with that leftover money, which is what is written here in parentheses, I rolled that money over into my sinking funds for one of my categories, and I will touch on that later on in this video. All right, and then for personal expense, as I mentioned, I was over by $1.74, and then unbudgeted was $459.07. So I'm going to fill in those numbers now. Gasoline, groceries, and laundry, I'm going to write exact because there is nothing left over because I rolled it over to another fund. So all of these will come in at exact. Sinking funds, I always roll over into the next month because it's like a mini savings for particular categories. So $5.90 for that. Personal, I was over by $1.74, so I'm going to write $501.74. As I mentioned earlier, I did pay off my phone device, so that was for a total of $549.99. And then for my debt snowball payment, I did make a total payment between Paychecks 1 and 2 of $1,367.83. All right, so let me get my totals for a variable. That is 90 plus 350 plus 35 plus 590 plus 501.74 plus 549.99 plus $1,367.83 as my debt snowball payment for the month of March. So in total, I spent $3,484.56. I'm gonna write that down again right here. $3,484.56 was my total. For unbudgeted, we do know that I spent a total of $459.07. All right, so let's see if I have any money left over for this month. Started with $51.26.78 for the month of March. Spent $987.32 on fixed expenses, and I also spent $3,484.56 on variable expenses, and I had $459.07 worth of unbudgeted expenses. So I spent quite a bit of money this month. With this total, I have $195.83 left, and that money is my buffer in my account. Okay, so $195.83, not too bad given all the expenses that took place. So let's move on to the next page We're done with the weekly check-in. We will verify my sinking funds in one moment. I should have $1,471. Paycheck 1 is all done. Paycheck 2 is all done. Now to sinking funds. All right, so here is my sinking funds page. I do want to mention real quick that I do have all of my envelopes right here. The black and colorful envelopes like this one and this one, these are from Mojo Cuts on Etsy. And then my white envelopes like these right here are from Oh My Pies, also on Etsy. And both envelope shops are linked down below in the description box. So feel free to check those out if you are interested in purchasing any of the envelopes that I have here. All right, so now that we verified my cash envelopes are empty, I'm just gonna put these to the side. And now we're gonna verify what's in my sinking funds. So I already inputted the numbers, did the calculations. These were all of the transactions that I had for this month. So starting with self-care, I'm supposed to have $50, and I do. Okay, pets should have $10, and it does. As I mentioned in my last video, car maintenance is $0. And I'm just going to take out this receipt because I don't need it anymore. And then for gifts, I should have $173. 50, 100, 150, 170, 171, 172, 173. That's all there. Okay, next is vet and grooming, and I should have 164 in here. So I have 100, 150, 160, 161, 162, 163, and 164. Okay, and I'm gonna need to tap into this pretty soon. Okay, after that is home projects, and I should have $150. So I have 50, 100, and 150. All right, and then after that is vacation, and I should have $450. This is my favorite envelope, and I really can't wait to use it this summer. I have to go somewhere this summer. I promise to be absolutely safe, but I cannot stay in this house another summer. So 1, 2, 300, 350, 400, 450. Somebody's beach, somebody's pool, anything would do. All right, after that I have car insurance. And right now I have 50, 100, 150. The goal for this envelope is to get it to $300 by June, because that's when my next premium bill is due. And so far, so good. After that, I have lawn care, which should have $50. And I'll probably be using this within the month of April. The grass has started to grow again, so I'm glad I have some money to start off with for when I pay the guy to cut our grass. So I have $20, $40, $45, and $50. After that, I have new stuff, and that should be $25, and it is. After that is water bill, and this should have $40. And I'm gonna take off this receipt because I don't need that anymore. And yes, I have 40 bucks. So water bill is all good until the next time around, and this is paid on a quarterly basis, so I'll have 3 months to save up for this again. Okay, I'm going to skip miscellaneous because I have a little bit of announcement with that. I'm going to go to Microsoft. I should have $10, and we can see that I do. All right, so for miscellaneous, this should have $199. So 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 170, 175, 180, 185, 190, 191, 192, 193, 194, 195, 196, 197, 198, $199, all there. So in my last video, I did give a little bit of a sneak peek that I was doing a giveaway for reaching 1,000 subscribers. And the prize for reaching 1,000 subscribers is to give away 2 $100 cash prizes. Now, when I say cash, I wouldn't actually like mail out cash or anything. I'm going to do it through one of the, cash app type of things. Zelle, PayPal, Venmo, something like that. So I'm going to do 2 prize winners for $100 each. And I would just, add $1, of course, and then deposit this money so that I can send it to you electronically. And I wanted to do this giveaway as a thank you to everyone for rocking with me, following my journey, my debt-free journey, subscribing to my channel, and enjoying my content. I think it's so sweet and nice to have a community of people that just, supports you, give you good advice, help you through your trials and tribulations with juggling your budget, your finances, your debt, all things like that. I just love this community so much, and I'm happy that there's a platform where I can share my journey to inspire others, and others for sure inspire me. That's why I'm even on here in the first place, because I was so inspired to do this, publicly as well. So because I want to give back for reaching 1,000 subscribers, I wanted to do 2 prizes of $100 each. My boyfriend is sponsoring one of the prizes because he is matching my $100 by giving $100 as well. That's actually where this transaction came from my boyfriend, so that there could be 2 winners. So the rules for this giveaway is very, very simple, and I want to make it fun. So obviously you would have to be subscribed to my channel, like this video, share this video, and then in the comment section type done when you've done all 3 things. And then lastly, you would have to answer these challenge questions that I'm going to have pop up right now. Again, I wanted to make this a little fun. I was inspired by social media, and my boyfriend and I came up with the questions on our own. So please do the best that you can. I will be picking 2 winners based off you completing the 3 tasks earlier: subscribing, liking, and sharing this video, and then answering as many of these challenge questions that you can. I hope you guys have fun with the challenge questions. It was really fun. My boyfriend and I was actually playing all night, thinking of different things to, play the game. So yes, so that is the giveaway. I will be picking 2 winners. I'm going to allow 48 hours after this video goes live for people to enter the giveaway and to answer as many questions as they can. Hopefully it's not too hard, and then hopefully it's not too easy, so I don't have to pick, I have to find another way to make a tiebreaker, because again, I can only pick 2 winners. But I hope you guys have fun with this. Yeah, so that is it for the sinking funds. That total should be $1,471. All right, and then the last page is my debt tracker update. As you guys know, I did make my goal of paying down my debt by $1,367.83. That brought my overall balance down to the 10K mark. If you see my debt tracker video, then you know why I'm stopping at the 10K mark. And instead of a debt payoff plan, I'm switching to a debt savings plan, because I would like to save the next 10K just in case, by the grace of God, that the Biden administration decides to forgive student loans for all borrowers. And I'm going to just leave it right there at the 10K mark to see what happens. But for whatever reason it doesn't happen, then I'll have the money saved up so that I can make the payment myself in September and just to be done with my student loans forever. All right, so lastly, down in this section, I just want to add my saving buffer total, which I believe we had $195.83. So $195.83. So I had some different transactions going on in my account for this month. and the change totaled to be $4.26. So I just rolled that over into a buffer, so $4.26. And then PayPal was giving out a free $5, so I claimed my $5. And instead of waiting the 1 to 3 business days, I just did the instant transfer fee, and it took 5 cents, so $4.95 was my remaining balance. So with doing that, my total buffer, I'm not going to include my emergency fund because that's in a separate account. So I'm just going to add these 3 numbers right here, which is 20504, and that is the buffer that's in my account. And the $1,000 is put to aside for my starter emergency fund. And we'll get more into the emergency fund once I complete baby step 2 and I move on to baby step 3. All right. So the last thing I'll just flip to show you guys really quickly is, again, in my debt-free journey, I did decide to pay down my debt all the way down to the 10K mark because, again, I'm waiting to see what happens with the debt student loan forgiveness. And this is where I am with my Great Lakes debt tracker. I have loan number 4 still active and loan number 5. All other 19 debts that I had over the past 2 years are now paid in full. I just have Great Lakes loan number 4 and 5, and that is it. And so here's my debt-free land tracker. Out of $74,025.29, I have paid down my overall debt to the 10K mark, which equates to 86% paid in full. So I paid over $64,000, and I can't believe it. So right here is the 10K debt savings tracker that I made. It's just a jar with some percentages in here, and I will be coloring this in starting in April as I save. And then I also mentioned that I do have a 401k loan. The plan is, if my student loans are forgiven and I don't have to pay that last $10,000, I will use that money that I save until September to pay off my 401k loan, and I will be done with any debt whatsoever outside of my mortgage. So that's the game plan, and wish me luck. All right, so that is basically everything for this video. I do want to just go back to the calendar view to wrap this all up. So I am ending this month off with 13 no spend days. I was able to make my debt payment goal of $1,367.83. I was also able to reach over 1,000 subscribers, and I paid off my phone this month. So there was a lot of things to celebrate for the month of March. It was a great month. Although I got a little bit of spendy towards the end, but I made up for it in the first half of the month. So I'm just very proud of myself, and I can't wait to see what April brings and how well I do financially so that I can continue meeting all of my financial goals. And yeah, please feel free to participate in the giveaway. I wanted to make it a little more fun this time. So please, if you need to see again, here's another insert of the challenge questions. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you all next time. Bye.